What up, guys? I'm gonna be making a video on the Borla S-Type for the 2019 and up Ram 1500s with the 5.7 Hemi. In this video, I'll be putting in a couple clips of me driving around with the windows up, down, doing light accelerations and full throttles. And you're definitely gonna want to see that. There are a couple really nice shifts in there, but as right now, I'm gonna do a startup and I'm gonna go set up the camera over there. I'm gonna do a light drive-by, and then I'll do a full throttle drive-by just so you can see how it sounds. And after that, I'll be going under the truck. I'll be showing you how everything got connected, and then I'll do a comparison of the old and new exhaust. And again, I'll be putting in clips of revving and the interior noise and all that good stuff. So right now, the truck is probably a little warm right now. It's not a full cold start, but you'll get the idea. That idle is amazing. Alright, I'm gonna go set up the camera right now and then we'll do our drive-bys. Alright, now we're gonna go under the truck. I'm gonna show you how everything got connected and all that good stuff. There's the tip. This one keeps like sliding over to the left. I think I need to adjust it more or tighten it up. And then this one looks really good. Alright, I think it'd be best to show you from this side. And one thing I do want to mention is with all these clips I'm going to be putting in, I've noticed that this truck does not have the OEM resonator that's like right around there, and this does have a S&B cold air intake, so it's definitely going to be a little bit louder than the ones you've seen on YouTube. This is a 2021, maybe they've changed things up with that resonator, but let's crawl under and I'll show you all that good stuff. Alright. Okie dokie. There you go, that's where normally there would be a resonator right there, but mine did not come with one. I don't mind. Thankfully there's still no drone on the interior, which I freaking love it. It's kind of surprising for how loud this is. You'll see in the clips I upload with here too, there's no drone at all. You hear all the noise from the rear, which is perfect. Alright, let's see if I can scoot up a little bit more. Okay, with the front part, for the past couple days I've been spraying all these Delta connections and hangers down with liquid wrenches. Like any sort of penetrating fluid would work for this kind of stuff. And there's the one hanger with the one ground strap you have to put on. And I did have to reuse the OEM gasket there. Wasn't too bad, especially considering this only 2,500 miles on since I put this on. Or I mean, there's only 2,500 miles on the truck. I mean, let me go over there and I'll do a comparison of the old and new exhaust so you can see like the size difference and all that good stuff. There's the Borla, and then let me scoot over so I can show you the hangers for the muffler itself. All right, let's see if I can get that up there. Yeah, those are the two hangers up there. There are two bolts on that aluminum cross brace right there. You can take those off if you don't want to fight with those hangers. I would definitely recommend getting those the exhaust hanger removal tools. I had to fight with it with the pry bar. It wasn't too fun. And there's where I had to wrap the lines that Borla tells you to in the instructions. This is all done with just a pry bar and all that good stuff. I didn't have any special tools in here. You'll see. So that pipe comes off for the driver's side and it goes to the tail. And then for the passenger side, it goes out over there. Alright, let me pause. I'm gonna go in the back over there. I'm gonna be looking this way and I'll show you the tips and all the other connections. Alright. See, there's the entire system and the pipes coming off. And there's a better view of those hangers. And there's a couple bolts holding on that brace if you don't want to fight with the hangers. So here's one of the connections. And there's the lines. And then there's the tips with no resonators in there, which is perfect. And then there's the passenger side. Again, no resonators. And it sucks, the only adjustability you have is right up there with that hanger. Other than those hangers, it was a pretty easy install. It only took about, I want to say 2.5 hours, not even, maybe 2 hours. And then here's the tips. I made them sticking out a little bit. I think it looks better like that, just so you can see the Borla logo. And same thing on that side. You could definitely tuck them in more, but I like how it looks sticking out. Alright, that should do it. And then I'm going to be putting in the clips of me driving around and revving and all that good stuff. And you definitely want to stay tuned for that, because when there's a couple parts in here where it shifts and it sounds amazing. You definitely gotta hear that. Alright guys, other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. Alright, I'm gonna set up the camera right there and I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna see how that start-stop sounds. Alright, that should do it. Alright, this is going to be all windows up with a light acceleration followed by a startup. I have the AC on 3 in case you hear that instead. Right now it's just idling. You can definitely hear the idle, which is really nice, but it's nothing overbearing. So right now I'm just going to do just a light acceleration, just like you're cruising around. so you can get an idea. Again, this is all windows up. Some people, they don't want to hit them. Alright, I'm going to be turning and then I'm going to give it full throttle so you can see. Alright. Alright, that was up to 70 almost. I'm gonna slow down to around 40 and then you'll hear it when the 4-cylinder mode kicks in. Alright, 4-cylinder just kicked in. It sounds like there's like a motorcycle behind you in like really low gear, but it's not too bad. You can barely hear it. Alright. And here I'm gonna have the windows about halfway down, all of them. There's a Genesis, that should be fun. Alright, this is going to be all windows down fully, and I'm going to do a little bit of light driving and then I'm going to do full throttle in a bit. Alright, this is going to be the comparison of the Borla S-Type to the OEM muffler for the Rams. Alright, you can see they both have the same style of connector. And if you line these up nice here, you can see it's a lot longer than the new one. And it's definitely a lot narrower. Alright, And then one thing that's really cool is that this is a single that goes into a dual out, and this one is already a dual out, so it's going to be already way better power outage. And then let's compare these tips real quick. Let me take off the protective coatings. That's going to be the comparison of the tips. Let me get a good view of that. I think this is like 3.5 or 3, and that's a 5. You can see these things are massive. And one thing that's cool is that it's not like just a clamp on. It's actually a solid piece that's welded. But if you look inside, yeah, it's a solid piece. And if anyone is interested, I am selling my original exhaust and an extra S-Type exhaust. This one I'll probably sell for like 200 or something. If someone's really interested, we can work something out. And this one, there's a little bit of damage on this one that came from the original shipping. You can see here, if you can see, there's a little dent right there, and then various small scratches. But that's okay because this is going to be on the top. You're never going to see that. And then the main thing is this pipe. It's a little bit bent, but the tailpipe still slides on here fine, so it doesn't intrude with the installation. If anyone's interested in this, I have the box and has all the instructions, the hardware, and the hat. If anyone's interested in that, I'll sell it for maybe $750 or something like that. I bought this originally for a little over 1,000, so you get a nice chunk of discount from this. If anyone's interested, leave a comment on. We could work something out. But shoot, other than that, this is a huge difference of comparison. Alright, and so if anyone's interested, that's the part number. I'll be more than happy to work something out with you. It comes in a nice box like that. Same with the OEM exhaust. I have an extra box I put in there. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of the video.